वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्।
From ignorance to knowledge, from darkness to light, that is being born again. That is why in our culture, entering student life is considered being born again. And married life after student life is called Grihastha ashram. Of all the 4 stages of life, the most interesting is Grihastha ashram. Sometimes sour, sometimes sweet, sometimes spicy, and sometimes bitter. But variety is the spice of life.
I won't stay here any longer. I won't stay here any longer.
Oh, what a den is it? I think I should leave from here. Anyway, I have to go to Mahakavi Magh's house.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा
I won't stay here any longer. 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 I just won't stay here. I must have been crazy to have agreed to work for a poet.
You have come at the right time, Siddhartha. Go immediately and light the fire in the kitchen. After lighting the lamp, I'll prepare dinner.
I will not stay here a moment now. But this time I will not take up service with any author or poet. I shall find a rich master so that I can have good food.
What happened? Won't you tell me?
What happened? Must you ask what happened? As if you don't know already. As if you do not know anything about your Mahakavi.
What did your master do?
Instead, ask what did he not do? He squandered all the money again today. Only these 2 watermelons remain. Shall I give them away too?
Did Mahakavi squander away all his prize money today too, Siddhartha?
With both his hands. Lavishly. He's receiving great praise. Blunderers are singing praises for the one who is giving away everything.
Where is your master?
He is on his way. Whatever was left, he gave away all that on his way to the village. Along the way, he's been narrating his experiences at the Poets' Assembly.
What had Mahakavi received as the prize?
What did he not receive, madam? Kamanjivaram sari from South India, shawl from Kashmir, shiny silk clothes from China, earrings and necklace for you, madam, gold earrings and gold necklace. 2 cows, 2 healthy, hefty bullocks. But he gave everything away on his way here. People kept on asking, and the generous Mahakavi kept on gifting it all. I kept on reminding him about you all the while, but he never once spared a thought for you. Not only that, madam. As Mahakavi's servant, I received gifts too. Cotton clothes, a copper pot, and a cough. But Mahakavi gave those away too. He even gave away things that were rightfully mine. Madam, I cannot serve such a cruel master. So I am leaving. In truth, madam, I remained here for years out of affection for you. But now, I just won't stay.
Siddhartha! Siddhartha! But now have you sung some new poem praising me to madam, or you haven't?
What would he say? Do I not know you? I've seen valuable ornaments earned by my father-in-law being squandered away one by one by you.
Vidya, have you too started talking like Siddhartha? Charity cannot be called squandering.
See what remains in this house now due to your such love for charity. You are Mahakavi. So you don't like to hear anything except poetry. But what people say does reach my ears. The very people who appreciated your poetry say that by now the poet's son has squandered away all his father's wealth. My father had donated us 20 cows. Now, just one of them remains. My father had sent 5 servants with me to serve you. Out of them, even the last one is leaving today. You have squandered away every single pearl from your mother's 100-stringed pearl necklace. Are you not satisfied still? I do not invite anyone from my parents' home here, so that they do not find out about your poverty. I do feel like wearing good clothes and good jewelry. But you even give away what you receive as a prize.
Vidya, a beggar's need is much greater than ours. What are our needs after all? There are only 3 of us.
3? Just 3? And those celibate monks who come here every day to beg for alms? What of them? And how about those ascetics and mendicants? They too keep coming off and on. Who's gonna keep count?
And what about your 5 street dogs, 3 cats, and ants to whom I feed sugar?
And the entire population of crows and pigeons in the village whom I hail and feed milk and rice? Who will count those?
Siddhartha, do we not have to look after them too?
So why don't you save something?
Now what can I say, Vidya? Ask God for only so much, that you may not remain hungry and no one returns hungry from your door.
Then ask enough for the whole world. Is not the whole world our family? I'm going to my parents' place. And when there is nothing left to give away, do send me a message then. I shall return. And if it does not hurt your ego, then you can come over there. You will be welcomed at my parents' home. Why do you just stand there watching me? Prepare to go with me. And yes, if you don't feel like coming with me, then you are free to go wherever you like. I won't stay here another moment.
What are you saying, madam? The one whose glory shines as bright as the full moon in entire India. Must you say such harsh things to such a one? The one in whose honor even emperors rise from their thrones. The greatest connoisseurs of the northern region remain forever eager to invite him to their clubs. The courtesans of this place attract people by singing his songs. This great poet, who is famous for his charity in the entire Dharma Kshetra, must you be contemptuous towards him? The one who I didn't leave out of love for his poetry? Must you say nasty things to him? Unless and until my master himself sacks me, I won't go anywhere. Madam, do not count upon my support when talking about going to your parents. I won't go with you. Master, shall I light a fire in the kitchen?
What?
To cook. What else?
Come here. Sit down.
Yes, master.
Go. Now go and ask your madam.
Is this Mahakavi's residence?
Who is this Brahman?
He's a guest.
I know even this. But why has he come here?
Guests never mention the reason and date of their visit.
Akala mrityu parirakshanartham vande mahakal mahasura.
So, respected Brahmin, you wish to tell me something?
Mahakavi, I find it difficult to say what I wish to say.
Please do not hesitate.
Mahakavi, my daughter's marriage has been fixed. And I need a lot of money for that. I cannot afford to borrow a large sum. My daughter is growing in age too. If the wedding is put off this year too, she'll be left a spinster.
Respected Brahmin, how much money do you need for this marriage?
a cow for Godan, some gold ornaments and clothes. And you already know how much a meal for Brahmins costs.
Huh? Yes.
No. What was the need for this?
How can't it be? You are my master's guest.
Your master is very kind.
Well, how can I forget that? Are you a poet too?
All I know is how to conduct rituals.
So you are organizing a poetry symposium.
How could I possibly do that?
What brings you here?
My daughter is getting married. I've come to Mahakavi with the hope of receiving charity.
Oh. See, madam, what I feared is about to happen.
Is he here to ask for money?
Yes, for his daughter's wedding.
Oh Lord, save me from this danger. Go and light a lamp with ghee. If I am saved from this danger, I shall light 5 such lamps, Lord.
5 lamps?
Look, Siddhartha, continuously stay with your master as his shadow, lest he borrows money and give it to him.
All right, madam. For you, master.
Come, Siddhartha. Come here. Come and sit here. You were saying that you want to learn poetry?
Yes, that was the main reason why I accepted your service. But you called me an idiot, a moron, dull-witted, and God knows what else.
Really? Oh, I might have said that due to some annoyance. Can a Mahakavi's companion ever be an idiot?
Master,
Yes.
what do you want me to do?
Siddhartha, sir.
Yes,
Can you please help me?
only after I know the nature of request.
Can you tell me from where can I borrow some money?
Borrow money?
Yes.
I will ask madam and tell
Hush,
you.
fool! Don't you dare even mention it to madam.
Master, if the first lesson in poetry is over, may I leave?
Siddhartha,
Whatever you wish to say, please be quick. I have to polish old antiques and put them back into trunk. I don't have time.
did you think of anything?
I don't have time to think either.
Listen. Come closer at least. There surely must be more such valuables in the box.
What do you mean?
Won't we get some money if we quietly sell some of these things?
You mean you will steal from your own house?
Siddhartha! Siddhartha!
Coming, madam.
If you keep on cleaning like this, it will never get done. I am going to the neighborhood. You look after the house.
It's good that your madam has gone out. Now tell me, what is there in the storeroom?
No. I will not help you. What you are doing?
Look, Siddhartha, it is a question of a girl's life. You're not a father. You can't understand the anguish of a father.
Even you are not a father.
But am I not a poet? And if you want me to sell all these things myself, then all right, I'll do that. But what will people say about you? They will say, look, there goes the servant of a dishonorable Mahakavi.
No. You shall do not such thing. Nor shall I sell them. I shall give them to the Brahmin. Let him do what he wants.
Then why are you wasting time? Steal a couple of things before your madam comes back home.
Oh, God.
My lord, what is your opinion about your servant?
Why?
Somehow I have started suspecting him. I have been observing since many days. Where does Siddhartha go after all? Whenever I ask him, he says that he is going to the nearby village on your command. By the way, what is going on in the nearby village?
There's going to be a poets' conference. I have to make all the arrangements for it. So I sent him with the invitation letters.
Really?
Yes.
I too shall go with you to this conference.
Master, the preparations are going on well.
All right.
But there is a message for you. Many important matters are still pending. I am to ask you about the plan of giving gold ornaments as gifts.
Gold ornaments? In the form of gifts?
No. As prizes. As prizes.
Yes.
He has asked you to reply soon.
All right. He's come from your parents' home. He's 100% trustworthy.
Master. Clothes, food and utensils have been arranged.
All right.
But there is not even a trace of gold to give to the girl. There is just a day left for the wedding. Whatever has to be done today.
What are you whispering, Siddhartha?
Master is scolding me unnecessarily. First he asked for the water and now he says he did not.
I had asked for water.
Oh, you asked. Here it is.
What is the matter, my lord?
Huh?
You seem quite anxious today.
I don't know why. Vidyavati, I can't sleep.
Any particular reason?
No. There is no reason as such. You go to bed. Siddhartha! Listen. Quickly go and give this to the respected Brahmin. There will be something of gold at least. Shh, quiet. Silent.
Master.
What?
Madam will kill both of us.
I'll handle that. You rush, right?
Master.
Shh, quiet.
Siddhartha! Where are all the things that had come from my parents' house? And where are you creeping away? You have grown so old, but you have not learned that a daughter should not be given just one bangle. Now what will I do with ornaments? You are my real ornament. Will you not take me along to bid farewell to the daughter?
Master!
Siddharthak? Will you not participate in the Poets' Conference?
Wonderful indeed is married life, where another's woes are one's own and another's joys are one's own too. That is why it's been mentioned in Chandogya Upanishad. After studying the Vedas, the student should return his home while performing one's duties in the family. When the householder does not harm any being, he becomes the pride of Grihastha ashram.
यस्य प्रसादात् भवमङ्गलार्था प्रसूत गङ्गोपनिषत् विशुद्धा समर्पयामो गुरुचिन्मयाय भूयात् प्रसन्नः स शिवस्वरूप